Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rachelle and I'm doing a reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in all placements. Starting with some prosperity dust. And I'm going to get some angel cards. Openness. Angel standing with its arms wide open. Openness. And birth. Angel holding the baby. Openness and birth. Interesting. Let's go over to the wisdom of the oracle. Unfinished Symphony in reverse, number 10. Flexible, number 19. Which also breaks down to a 10. Both of these are 1. Interesting. Oh my god, never ending story. 37 breaks down to a 10. We have triple 1s here. Triple 10s as well. 10 is the end of a cycle, closing something out. 1 is the beginning of something. And so there's definitely some kind of beginning that leads, ending that leads to beginning. Okay, so, but ultimately, there's something here that needs to be closed out. And in doing this, let's see, or maybe you've already started the process. There's something here where you are feeling like you're trapped in some kind of narrative that you keep telling yourself that brings you down. It makes you feel not so good. But this flexible here, it's like maybe you're in a situation that's forcing you to have to be flexible, to have to adapt. Maybe in how you close something out. Or what you need to do. I'm going to look at Never Ending Story here real quick. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Yeah. I mean, it could be, this could be a wounded ego thing where you have to close something out, but you don't want to. It's forcing you to have to adapt, or you're just getting down on yourself because, I don't know, maybe you're procrastinating closing out a cycle somehow. Let's go over to Heart's Hidden Secrets. Elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. Family, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. Interesting. I mean, this could, let's see. Okay, so on the one hand, you could be dealing with deception, dishonesty from, you could feel like it's just different people around you, friends and family. It can also be a progression here where you've dealt with some kind of kitty confirmation. You've dealt with some kind of dishonesty here, some kind of deception or trickery. And in moving through it or past it, you've kind of stepped into this energy of peace. You're inviting in balance, harmony, fertility. I mean, fertility we think of as, that's leading to a new beginning. It's kind of being primed for, or priming yourself for something, for a new start of some kind. But the self-criticism here, I don't know. I mean, it could, maybe you're being dishonest with yourself about what you want. Let me go over to the Osho Zen Tarot. Apologies, I am a little tired. I didn't get nearly enough sleep last night. So I'm a little bleary-eyed. Exhaustion. 9 of fire. Yeah, that definitely describes where I'm at. Exhaustion. 6 of fire, success. That did come out in reverse. I don't like reading these in reverse. Change. And Wheel of Fortune did come out in reverse too. I don't wanna read those in reverse. I don't normally. I'm not going to. And really these cards line up with what just came out, because there's this feeling of kitty confirmation again. There's this feeling of exhaustion because of dealing with some kind of dishonesty or trickery. And maybe this is why it's like you need to close out a cycle. But if you're dealing with someone who is not being honest, who's being deceptive in some way, you may not know how to proceed. You may feel like, I just don't want to deal with that. I get the impression that, I don't know, this is like wounded warrior kind of energy. It's like you've put so much of yourself into something and it has just depleted you. It's like sucked out your joy, your desire to, I don't know, to do anything but, what am I even trying to say? It's like you've been through something involving dishonesty and deception. It's been rough. You're determined. You've got this, you've got this fighting spirit. And what's so great about this is that you are taking that fighting spirit and you're turning things around for yourself. It's like you're saying, okay, well, I'm exhausted because this isn't working out, or I feel like I'm a cog in the machine, or I'm just always forced to make things work when it's elusive, when no matter what I do, I can't find a solution, or I've constantly run into issues or problems or obstacles. And you're like, I just really want success. I want to be able to relax and, feel appreciated for the work that I put in. I want to be at peace. I want to feel balance. And maybe that's what's happening here with this flexible, is you're like, well, okay, in order to get the success I want, clearly I need to change up my strategy. I need to adapt, or I need to figure out a new way somehow. And so you're like, okay, well, I have to embrace the change, Be the change you wish to see in the world. In order to get to this family situation, in order to come together in a family way, or maybe there just is a change. I mean, this could also be where you finally get success after putting in a lot of effort. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears has gone into something, and then finally you're like, yes, and this changes everything. That could also be happening here too. And where things were difficult, elusive, or you're dealing with deception and trickery, now you're like, like everything's just finally coming together. Finally the road is smooth and easy. Easy? No, that's not the right word. Parenthood, not easy. But sometimes pregnancy, not easy. But, it's a different path. It's something, it's more of a path that it pays off for you, it feels. So, let me grab some, these, what do you call them? Tea leaf. Tea leaf cards. Bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. Yeah. All right. It's just so interesting because it feels like here, the self-criticism, it's like things are, I don't know, maybe this is where you start and you're like, all right, I mean, maybe you've been deceiving yourself about something. Maybe someone else is criticizing themselves. I don't know. Feels like you though. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. Strong emotion. During a period of prosperity and abundance? I mean, that could be part of this success here. Oh, I just realized, but we started off with birth, and then we have family, fertility, parenthood. I mean, there could be something going on with somebody about having an actual baby. But, most likely this is a metaphor. This is birthing something new into the world. This could even be a rebirth, your own rebirth. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Period of prosperity. This period of prosperity is kicking up a lot of passion. Passionate love. There could be passionate love with someone, for someone. Getting advice from a wise person. From someone you feel passionate about. This prosperity and abundance, this is good. This looks good. All right. Well, so where do we go? What do I ask? I want to know. I'm really. It could be that you're changing your mind. That you're getting over some kind of self-criticism here. You're learning to be open. Maybe you were stuck in kind of negative thinking. And you're switching that up. Let me go to the my creepy tree friends, Guardian Tarot. Tell me more about this never-ending story. What is this about? Why the self-doubt, self-criticism? Empress. Taurus, Libra for me as a reader, also Virgo. See, and we have a little kid here. It's like we go from family and fertility. in parenthood too, pregnancy, then birth, and then that baby starts growing. The Empress is very fertile. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's oh my gosh. She's got a baby. She's got a baby in the womb, but it came out in reverse. Ooh. Is there a miscarriage here? World, yeah. Could be for somebody there's a miscarriage. World, by the way, is fixed signs. Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Whatever. Now, it's not necessarily a real miscarriage. This could be like it's like trying to birth something and it wasn't viable for whatever reason. Maybe it's that you already have something going on that you need to finish out before you can start something new. I mean, ultimately, there is a closing out. There's a definite stepping up. We do also have, okay, so there's this tiger walking on the planet, the planet Earth, and the world, you know, it's a similar energy. It could be you connected to people through the internet. Maybe this has to do with traveling. After something didn't get off the ground. But it's like a blessing in disguise, maybe. Period prosperity, because the Empress is very prosperous. But then there's this strong emotion about starting something new, bringing a new life into the world, literally or metaphorically. Maybe that's what this good advice from a wise person is all about. Someone who's helping you through a difficult time. That could be why there's self-criticism here. Maybe you're getting down on yourself for something that you can't necessarily help. Something here had to happen. It happened the way it was supposed to happen, because that's how it happened. I mean, it's just, it could be that there's a little bit of resistance to what is, because there's, you know, at the very least there might be disappointment. The success is tied to this period of prosperity and abundance, but maybe it's one of those things, this too shall pass. We often say that for difficult things, but it's true for, you know, positive things too. Nothing is, you know, the only thing we can count on is change, right? And death and taxes. And so, yeah, maybe you're just dealing with cycles of life. So where's it going? Wait, let me go to the Moonology deck here. After this world, after this ending, and that's how we started. And 10 here, you know, ultimately we have quadruple ones. There is definitely a new beginning coming after a pretty major ending, it seems. Prosperity lies ahead, period of prosperity. So maybe this does have to do with the prosperity that you are being led to. A time for healing, balsamic moon. It's like that prosperity is tied to your healing. That healing has to do with this peace. It's like coming into balance and harmony puts you into this place of prosperity and abundance, and it's making you fertile. New romantic cycle begins. I mean, this could be I'm asking what comes after the world. Here's your new beginning, a new romantic cycle. Prosperity and success and romance. This came up for fire signs yesterday. You've worked really hard to get where you're at. You've put a lot of yourself into any number of things. You've learned a lot. One of the things that you've really learned is persistence. You keep going no matter what. Determination. And that is leading you to this prosperity and success. It might be in a roundabout way. It might be in a roundabout way with this change. It's like there's this round swirling energy. New romantic cycle. Wow. Okay. So, I don't know. I don't even know what to ask. I'm just going to pick cards. Radical Abundance deck. Where are we at? Oh. Goes so fast. Let's see. Prosperity. We had prosperity on the table 3 times. And there's all these fishies. This is financial. This is money. I mean, it's prosperity in a lot of ways, but this is definitely like financial prosperity. And then different avenues. I don't know if you've got like multiple streams of income that are starting to pay off, or different ways in which prosperity is coming to you, but it's looking good. Safety. Yeah, feeling safe, feeling protected as you heal. I was saying yesterday, there's 2 here, and then they're like being like looked after by this guy. So this, and and kind of the way that one way I'm kind of looking at it is, let's say this is the new, romantic cycle. There's someone here who kind of matches you, and there's like someone who is kind of watching out for you guys. Maybe it's you two have a spiritual connection, and you both like I think yesterday I was talking about like, if you get married, like it's the officiator at the wedding, the person doing the marrying. No matter what, there's safety and there's trust. Aw. Safety, safe to trust. You're learning how to trust. Maybe someone is coming in to help you learn how to trust. Trust another. Trust yourself. You're definitely moving out of this energy. And embracing a new way of being, of showing up. That's a part of the healing. And you're, through, like, we started with Unfinished Symphony. And then we have the world. So this is you closing out that cycle. You finally take care of what needs to be taken care of. Which maybe teaches you how to be more flexible, or you do it in a kind of a more flexible way. I don't know. Yeah. I love this though. Because this is very sweet energy. This trust. All of this. Safety, trust. You're protected. Alright. So, I'm going to take this over to the extended. There is a link in the description box below. But if you don't join me, thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.